All right, thanks, Matt. Well, her original music is an eclectic combination of rock, folk, cabaret, and pop brought to you via piano and guitar. And her sound is wowing audiences all over the Lehigh Valley and beyond. Christy Jefferson from Doylestown joins me for today's edition of Music Monday to show us why critics are calling her one of the finest new voices out there. Christy, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you.
So great to have you here. We're so excited to hear you perform, which of course is coming up in just a few minutes. But let's rewind and talk a little bit about you first. How did you get your start, Christy? Has music always been a love for you?
It has always been. I remember even before elementary school running around our backyard making up songs, singing about like the trees in the forest.
Oh, I'm sure the neighbors enjoyed that.
Oh, I'm sure they did. And then all through elementary and middle and high school, I was involved in music and was writing my own music at that point even. So
wow.
Then I went to college and yeah.
Yeah, and I know you took a trip to France. I was reading in your bio that was really pivotal in shaping your career path, right?
It was. It was this one night I had borrowed a guitar from a French guy and I wrote this song and I ended up playing it, and as I was playing it, the room just filled with people, and I looked up and it was packed and they were completely there with me, and I was hooked. It was from there on, it was, okay, that's what I'm going to do.
This is cool, I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned going to college, and I know, you know, some musicians just want to get out there and perform, but you managed to work in college into the mix. How crazy and how difficult was that? It
was really difficult. At first, I went to Kutztown and I started there for their graphic design program.
Okay.
My original goal was they had 100% job placement at the time. So I was going to support my music with my graphic design career, and I got a few semesters into it, and I was up till 3 in the morning doing art projects, then trying to write lyrics for my band, and it wasn't working. And I talked to a mentor of mine, and he said, put all your eggs in one basket and then just guard the basket.
So you really went for it.
I went for it. I changed my major to music, and that's what I graduated with.
And now tell us a little bit about the journey after college, because immediately after you graduated, you went for it, like you said, and launched your solo music career.
I did. Within 4 or 5 months, I had released my EP, my first CD of 6 now.
Yeah.
And it was more difficult than I could have ever imagined to get it off the ground, but I did. I sent out hundreds of press kits and followed up and got a full booking schedule very quickly, and I've been gigging full-time and recording and performing since.
Wow, that's awesome. How intimidating or scary was it to be a girl just out of college trying to make it in this difficult industry?
You know, I'm a dreamer and a believer, so I just practiced my kickboxing and
good for you.
And went out to the bars by myself and performed and was out late, and you know, I don't know, I love people, so that's always part of the adventure. It's not an intimidation for me. It's what kind of adventure am I going to have tonight? Who am I going to meet? Who am I going to get to connect with?
Yeah, and you mentioned the time in France, you know, singing for that audience and feeling so awesome. When you launched your solo career, when did you really think, okay, I can do this. I've made it here. This is my thing.
Well, the moment of feeling like I can do this probably came about 6 months after graduating, when I had the ball rolling. That was my deadline. In 6 months, I had to start paying my college loans and start paying my health insurance. And so when I achieved that, I knew that I could make it happen. But as far as making it, I don't know, I'm dreaming of Grammys and things like that, so I'll let you know.
Come back when you're nominated for a Grammy. Don't forget about us.
Absolutely, I won't forget about you.
How would you describe your style, Christy? And talk to me a little bit about who's inspired you. What other artists have inspired you?
Yeah, my favorite actor, The Counting Crows.
Yeah.
And I also love U2 and a lot of the current people as well. My style is a combination, as you mentioned earlier, of rock and folk and pop and cabaret and blues, and I've really been everywhere, done it all, and a lot of that comes from having my degree in music and being exposed to all those different genres. Right now, I'm really going in a rock direction, and that's what the new album reflects. And it's really exciting. It's, you know, it's really high energy, and it's a lot of fun, and the band that I'm playing with is killer, and it's great.
And we're going to talk more about that new album, Agree to Disagree, in our next segment coming up in just a few minutes. Talk to us a little bit about where this career path has taken you. Where have you performed? What's been most memorable for you as an artist?
I've done some cool stuff. I opened up for Kansas at Penn's Peak.
Awesome.
I've toured on the college circuit up and down the East Coast. I did a tour down in Nashville. I sang my way out of a speeding ticket.
Oh, wow. Good for you. See, you must be really good. That's impressive.
Yeah, that was really fun. I won't lie.
Was that in Pennsylvania?
No, that was in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Virginia cops are tough.
Yeah, he was a good guy. He let us off.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
done it all.
Yeah.
That's exciting, and still a lot more to do, and we're excited to follow you in your journey.
Thank you.
Coming up in just a few minutes, Kristi will perform a great song from one of her on her new album, Agree to Disagree. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us. Well, for the past 7 years, singer and songwriter Kristi Jefferson has made her living through a solo music career, doing several hundred live performances each year and selling thousands of CDs and digital downloads. Kristi joins me once again on this Music Monday to tell us about her 6th album, which was just released. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
So we're so glad you're here with us this morning. Your music is awesome. I was listening to some at my desk, which, by the way, you can do on ChristiJefferson.com. Your new album, Agree to Disagree, after, being so young and having 6 albums already, how hard is it to come up with new stuff, new inspiration, new cool sounds time and time again?
It's kind of like the layers of an onion. As you write one song, and it's one layer of one side of yourself, and you just kind of dig deeper each time. And I don't know, there's never a song that's about just me or about just you. There's always a conglomerate of inspirations, and as long as our world is turning, there's going to be something to write about.
Cool. So it appeals to a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And how would you describe the sounds on the new album, Kristi?
It's a rock album.
Yeah.
It's really fun and upbeat, and got driving rhythm and electric guitars, and it's very melodic and hooky, and we're really proud of it.
Yeah, it's really great. And where can people get it?
Well, for right now, the best way is to come to a live show or get it through the mail, and you can achieve either of those by going to ChristiJefferson.com. Okay. And then in about a month, all the songs will be available on iTunes.
Okay, and of course you're going all over the place right now, promoting the album and giving people a preview of all the great songs. People can follow you. Best way to do so on ChristiJefferson.com.
You got it.
What's coming up?
Well, on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be playing in Newtown, Pennsylvania for their first night. Not far. And on January 2nd, Saturday night, I have a big show at the Tin Angel in Philadelphia.
Oh, great.
And then more locally, dates are still pending confirmation, but I'll be in Bethlehem at the Fun House. I'll be in Phillipsburg at the Architects Club. So all those places and they'll be on the website.
Great. ChristiJefferson.com. And what are you going to play for us this morning, Kristi?
I'm going to play a sweet little tune called Wham Dunk Slip Bam.
Okay.
That is about a series of mismatched relationships.
All right. Well, without further ado, I will let you take it away. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristi Jefferson.
Thanks. Story starts a year ago this week. My baby called me up, said I won't be there Valentine's Day. It wasn't long after that we decided to let it end. Then single life began, I opened my eyes again. I didn't know if I wanted to play the games. One day and he came. Oh, man, what a man, skipping my heart with his wham dunk slip down. Hot this if he don't miss. Think I'm gonna get a little good time, sweet kiss. Hello there, mind if I stare, 'cause you're baking my bread, your full stick dish pan. Hello there, what a man, moving my heart with his wham dunk slip bam. So entered bachelor number 1.
known his kind when he recycled his ex's love songs and gave me kisses secondhand. Oh, what did I expect to get from a 50-cent man? It occurred to me, this clown is not the one. And the weeks went by, a new dance had begun. Oh, hot air, what a man, skipping my heart with his wham, don't slip down. Hot this if he don't miss, think I'm gonna get a little good time, sweet kiss. Hello there, mind if I stare, cause you're baking my bread, your full stick dish pan. Hello there, what a man, moving my heart with his wham, don't slip. Bam. When I think I might give up on everything, oh, it seems the odds of failure inevitably. Well, I'm so lucky, fate would have it be. In he walks, everything I ever dreamed. Hot there, what a man, skipping my heart with his wham, don't slip down. Hot this if he don't miss, I think I'm gonna get oh, hello there, mind if I stare, cause you're baking my bread, your full stick dish pan. Hello there, what a man, moving my heart, oh, oh no. Hot there, what a man, skipping my heart with his wham, don't slip down. Hot this if he don't miss, think I'm gonna get a little good time, good time. Hello there, mind if I stare, cause you're baking my bread, your full stick dish pan. Hello there, what a man, moving my heart with his wham, don't slip. Bam.
All right. Thanks so much, Rick. And that'll do it for us this morning.
Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And as we leave, we'll leave you with the sounds of Kristi Jefferson.